Hello students, welcome to another session of All Fours e-learning program. I am DNR, your physics lecturer. We are doing with the chapter called electric potential and capacitors, right? So in today's session, we will take up some illustrations, some examples regarding the chapter, and we'll do some problems. Okay, right? So before going to the chapter, let's have a recall of what all the things what you learned in this chapter there. We'll recall the things. So I was telling you. So the capacitance of a capacitor C is equal to Q by V. The first problem. Capacitor is a device to store charge and energy. See, the capacity of a capacitor C is equal to Q by V. Right? Then the capacity of a spherical capacitor 4 pi epsilon naught R. Capacity of a parallel plate capacitor, it's A epsilon naught by D. Different types of capacitors we have dealt with, okay? And the capacity of the capacity in the medium, it's K times the capacity in A. When the energy stored in the capacitor E is equal to half CV square or Q square by 2C, right? And we have dealt with the cases where if the dielectric is placed into the capacitor, the dielectric placed into the capacitor, then what happens to the energy? When the battery is on, battery is switched off. Both the cases we have dealt. Then later on after that, we have taken the common potential, right? We know the common potential VC. It's C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. So this way, the various formulas we have come across. Now in this one, here we will talk about the some of the illustrations regarding this. Series parallel combination also we have dealt with. The capacitors in series. When the capacitor is connected in series, the resultant capacity is the reciprocal sum. 1 by CR is 1 by C1, 1 by C2, dot, 1 by C2. If the same capacitors are connected in parallel, then the resultant capacity is the algebraic sum. CR is C1 plus C2 plus C3, dot. Well, based on this one, let us take a very simple question. Suppose some number of capacitors are connected in the form of a ladder circuit like this. Some number of capacitors are connected like this, right? Like this way. Then you are asked to find the resultant capacity between A and B. What is the resultant capacity between A and B is asking to find. Let's suppose he has given this as 6 microfarad. Even this is also 6 microfarad. This is also 6 microfarad. This is 4 microfarad. This is 6 microfarad. This is also 6 microfarad. This is 4 microfarad. This is 6 microfarad and 6 microfarad. Now this is the circuit. He has given a ladder circuit. This is actually called the ladder circuit here, right? Now he has given a ladder circuit in this one. Now he is asking to find out what is the effective capacitance between A and B. Right? What is the resultant capacity between A and B is asking. Right? So how to find? Whenever you come across such question, first you have to make out from the figure you have to make out the capacitors whether they are in series or in parallel. How to do so, right? So suppose if this is the initial first terminal, this is the second terminal. If you connect a source between them, imagine a source. Let's suppose a source is connected like this. Then positive. The charge will enter like this, it will charge this capacitor. At this junction, the charge will split. Some of the charge will go through this, it will enter this. And after reaching here, now the charge will move through this one. You see, whatever charge that moves through this one has no other choice, it has to pass through this and it has to pass through this. So, these three capacitors, this and these three, the charge entering from one end, the charge comes like this, splits, after reaching here it splits. Whatever charge that passes through this capacitor, right? Now this charge, after passing, the charging takes place, then when the charge comes out, whatever charge that is coming out, it has no other path, it has to choose this path. It comes this way. So all the charge passing through this will pass through this and same through this. So same charge is flowing through them, same current, same charge. You know, I was telling you when the capacitors are connected in either series or parallel combination. I said in series combination, the current flowing through the element is same, the charge through them is same. Same charge will flow through. Even the vice versa is also correct. If the same charge flows through the same elements, then the elements are said to be in series. So therefore, these three you can consider them to be in series. Well, in series I am given in series combination the resultant capacity is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C2. Well, these three, if I take up, let's say, let us pick out the things like, let us imagine this point is something like P, this is Q, this is R and S. So considering the points Q and R, between Q and R now, these three capacitors are in series. So between QR, the resultant capacity, first these three. So 1 by CR, 1 by resultant is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. So 1 by CR, LCM is 6, 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 1 by CR is 3 by 6, it's 1 by 2. So CR is 2 microfarad. This is the resultant capacity between Q and R. Well, let it be QR, resultant capacity between QR. CQR, let us see. Of course, you can even do this by another method. You know, I was telling you, when capacitors are connected in series like this, when n identical capacitors C like this, when n identical capacitors are connected in series, plus minus like this. You know, I was telling you, what is series combination? Series combination is that in which the elements are connected such that the opposite terminals are joined. The opposite terminals are joined together. Plus minus. Look here. The negative terminal of this one is connected to positive of this. The negative of this second one is connected to positive of the third. Negative of the third is connected to positive. So on and so forth. So they are in series. So when n capacitors are connected in series, the resultant capacity in series combination, I told it is, if each one is C0 like this, then it is C0 by n. Whenever the capacitors are connected in series, n identical capacitors when connected in series, then the resultant capacity is C0 by. Right? So now here, these are the three capacitors are connected in series. How series? Suppose if I connect this to positive, this to negative, then this gets plus minus. Well, here the current comes, it splits plus minus. Right here this is plus minus. Then the current comes plus minus. Right here also this is plus minus. This is plus minus. Here plus minus and plus minus. You see the charge comes plus minus. The opposite terminals are joined. The opposite plus minus like this. The opposite terminals are joined, so they are all in series. And 6 identical, same. So there are identical capacitors connected in series. We know when n identical capacitors, if n identical capacitors are connected in series, then the resultant capacity is C0. So the resultant capacity is C0 by n it is. So therefore the resultant capacity between Q and R, each C0, 6 by how many? By 3. 6 by 3 is 2 like this. 2 microfarad. So therefore the resultant capacity, when n identical capacitors are connected in series, the resultant capacity, it reduces n times. It becomes n times less. So it reduces n times. It is C0 by n. Well, so the resultant capacity between Q and R, these three together, then the resultant capacity is 2 microfarad. Let me redraw the diagram. Take the diagram again. So this is A, this is one capacitor, this one, this point is P, this is another capacitor like this, this is S, this is B. Well, this is another capacitor, this is Q, like this, Q and R. Now these three together, these three are equivalent to one capacitor, that is 2 microfarad. So it is 2 microfarad. So these three together, this loop has come. This is 4 here, 6 he has given it here, 6. This is also 4, 6. So These three are said to be in series because whatever charge that passes through this has to flow through this and through this. They are in series. So in series, so result capacity is 2 microfarad like this. Or you can even do it by C0 by N. So 6 by 3 it is 2. Now coming to this diagram, here Q and R. Between Q and R, 2 microfarad is connected. Well, again, if it is plus minus, and this is plus minus. If this is minus plus, this is minus plus, right? This is plus minus, all minus. Minus is connected to plus, yes, like this. Now looking at this QR. Now these both. For this capacitor, positive terminal is connected between Q, negative terminal is between R. Even for 4 microfarad also, the positive terminal is connected here and the negative terminal is here. So I was telling you if the elements are connected such that the like terminals are connected at one end and other like terminals are connected to the other end, then they are said to be in parallel. So here the positive terminals of both capacitors are connected to this one. So this capacitor between Q and R, this is also between Q and R. They are connected to the same pair of points. Then they are said to be in parallel. So these both are in parallel. Well, I said in parallel combination, when the capacitors are connected in parallel combination, then the resultant capacity, whenever the capacitors are in parallel combination, the resultant capacity here, so C parallel, it is C1 plus C2 dot. So in parallel, now the result capacity between QR, the total resultant between Q and R, it is this plus this. So this is, let's say C1 and this is C2. It's C1 plus C2, 2 plus 4 it is 6 microfarad. 6 microfarad. So therefore we get the resultant capacity of these two as 6. So these both, I can remove these both and now as write a single capacitor. I can remove this and write it as a single capacitor 6 microfarad Q and R. Now it is like this. Because these three put together we can replace these three. You can replace these three capacitors and write down a single capacitor. The effective capacitor has 2 microfarad. 4 and 6 both are in parallel. You can put it as 6. Now again, coming to PQRS. From the loop PQRS here, from suppose the charge comes here, plus minus, it comes here, it splits, comes here. So whatever charge that flows through this has to flow through this and through this. So the same charge. Because there is no other path from here. Because the path is now simplified. Now these three are discussed. Again the same thing, 6 are in series. When n capacitors are connected in series, n series, then it is C0 by n, I said. When n identical capacitors are connected in series, then the result is C0 by n. So these three in series, 6. Then the resultant capacity. The resultant capacity between this and this point, these three. So it is 6 by 3, again 2 microfarad. Same as the earlier one. So these three can be removed and they can be replaced as, I can remove these three and replace it as the effective capacitance of 2 microfarad. What we have done in this one, same way. Again, now look at P and S. Now the effective capacity between P and S, the resultant capacity between P and S. If I consider CPS. Now between P and S, you see for this capacitor the positive terminal is connected at P and the negative at S. Even for this also positive at P and negative at S. So therefore P and S, the result capacity between P and S, it's 4 plus 2, that is 6 microfarad. So again I can replace, so I can redraw this diagram now. So I can redraw this diagram. I can redraw the diagram here like this. So this is, this point is A, this is B, this is 6 microfarad. The effective of these both 4 and 2 parallel, it is again 6 microfarad. Now the resultant capacity between A and B. Well, if this is plus minus, charge will go, There is no other path, it has to pass through plus minus, no other path, it has to pass through plus minus. Now all are connected in series. All opposite terminals are joined together, they are in series. And they are all identical. When in series identical, the resonant capacity is C naught by N. So it is 6 by 3. So finally the resonant capacity between A and B is 2 microfarad. The resonant capacity between A and B is 2 microfarad. So from this, what do you understand actually? Is suppose if at all if there is a circuit like 6 and 6 microfarad. This was the earlier problem what I have given you. Right? 6 identical capacitors on the top, 6 identical capacitors like this, but the last one is 6. For this, first we have taken these 3, the resultant was 2. These 3 together is 2. 2 added to 4, it is 6. These 3 is 2. These 3 again will be 2 here. And the resultant of 4 and 2 is 6. Again the resultant is 2. Instead, suppose if this is 4 and there is one more element like this, 6 and 6. Again you will get the answers. Because look here, 6, all the 3 are in series. These 3, 6 in series. 6 by 3, 2. These 3 together is 2. 2 and 4 will be 6. Again these 3 series, 6 in series. It is 2. Again 4 plus 2, 6. Instead, suppose if this is again 4 and again if there is one more element, 6, the resultant remains same. So if this is an infinite such ladder, there are infinite elements like this. All the elements on the top are 6 microfarad each. All the elements in the lower end are 6 each. All in between are 4, but the last one must be 6. Here. Infinite. Right? Then, suppose the problem gives you the problem is same. There is an infinite ladder like this, dot, like this. Dot this way. This is 4, this is 6. So in between all are 6, all are 4, but the last one is 6. Infinity there. And what is the result capacity? Well again, last these two 6 series 2 plus 4 will be 6. Again 6 2 plus 4 6. The same thing. The resultant capacity between A and B will be 2 microfarad. For any such ladder, okay, suppose all the elements on the top, all the top elements are same. All the elements here are also same. Right? In between are 4 like this. For a particular problem given to it like this. And the resultant capacity is 2. Right? If it is, suppose here, if 6, only one, there is only one ladder, one element with all 6, answer is 2. Well, there are 2 ladders, here itself is 4, but this is 6. Then only 2 elements, then also 2. 3, we have done the problem earlier. Answer is 2. 4, even if they are infinite things like this, the result is again same. A very beautiful problem, right? You can generalize a problem like this for all such infinite this thing, right? We should start from the, if the capacitors are of identical nature, then you can simply generalize, find the resultant capacity for all such things. So this way, whenever capacitors are currently set, so whenever you come across a circuit like this, so first what you have to do is, the initial point, take it as positive terminal, the final point is negative. Then there is some charge going like this. Then you just pick out the charges, whatever that are, distribute the charges as they move on like this, Q1, Q2, something like that. Right? Then somewhere or the other you will come across, if you find any such elements where same charge is flowing through them, continuously, one after the other. Well, not like charge somewhere else and somewhere else is same, not like that. If same charge flows continuously between any two elements, they are said to be in series. Same charge flows continuously, one after the other, through the elements, same amount of charge, continuously, then they are said to be in series. Well, suppose if in this bigger circuit, if you find any two elements connected between the same pair of points, not just one point, both points. Any two elements connected between the same pair of points, like this, directly and indirectly. You have to make out. It is just by imagination or by pursuing the diagram carefully or adjusting, rearranging. So you need to rearrange or readjust or redraw the diagram so that if you find any two elements connected to the same pair of points, then they are said to be in parallel. So this way you can solve all the circuits. These are called simple circuits. You know, in simple circuit the elements are either connected in series or parallel. You have to make out. The diagram maybe it appears to be something complicated, but somewhere at the edge or somewhere there if you start from there, the circuit just shortens, it gets diminished. You see, we were given a very big circuit, I diminished one element by one element, finally you get a simple. Such circuits are called as simple circuits. You know, in simple circuit the elements are either in series or in parallel. It is very easy. It is only by your experience that you can make out. You have to see that the elements, whether the elements are in series or in parallel. Check whether they are in series or in parallel. Then series, if the elements are in series, then the result capacity, we know if the elements are in series, the result capacity is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 dot 1 by Cn. What's our number of elements they are, right? Reciprocal, you add them, they are reciprocal sum. If they are in parallel, then the result capacity is C1 plus C2 plus C3. If identical capacitors are there, series C0 by N. Similarly, if identical capacitors are in parallel, then the resultant is NC. Then it reduces N times. So it is N times N into C. Okay. Thank you.